Back at Bristol, Tennessee, laps winding down, 22 to go, and Gordon is on a tear. Jeff Gordon has closed the interval, cut it in half the last 3 laps.
We can see just a few car lengths, just a couple of car lengths between he and Rusty Walton. Heavy traffic right in front of him. There's Gordon on the outside. Wow. Several lap cars in front of these cars.
And we're going to see a little bumping and grinding here, folks, once again. Those cars up there trying to stay out in front of the leaders, and the leaders jockeying around trying to stay in front of each other.
We told you at the top of the show, Bristol is beating, banging, bumping. Short track at its best.
Gordon dived down to the inside. Meanwhile, Rusty's on the outside of barrier.
Dave Marcus stayed down out of the way, so does Barrier. That took care of that portion of the traffic. And there comes David Green. David won't get on the pits. Stay out of my way.
Now watch Terry Labonte coming in from the right side of your picture. Terry Labonte now closing in on these two who are in heavy traffic.
Both these Henry cars right now are fast. And here goes Gordon on the outside, making a run on the outside. Rusty comes off the corner, tries to get by the 96.
There'll be 16 laps to go next time by.
1, 2, 3, right there, together.
Aaron Marlin and David Green almost got, in fact, they did get together coming off turn 2, but they got straightened out.
They flash by Rick Mass, Remington Arms Ford, and now there's some clear traffic. If Gordon wants to make a move, this is his chance.
Here he goes. He's looking. He can't quite get there.
Rusty dived down to that inside groove, so that's mine for the moment. And we'll see if Gordon is able to get up there and stay right on his back bumper and get him loose like we did Garrett a little bit earlier.
He's not getting any close, getting him loose. He's letting him get Rusty Wallace loose. He thinks if he gets by, if George Jett can get by, he'll be able to follow.
12 laps to go this time by. Wallace, Gordon, Labonte just inches apart.
Well, he's got a good run. Jeff has a run. He's looking. No, he can't quite make it.
Rusty slipped a little bit coming off the turn 2, but it wasn't enough for Gordon. Boy, he got him loose there.
A little bit of bumper tag that time between the 24 and the 2. It'll be 10 to go next time by for the Miller Lite Ford of Rusty Wallace. This car really slipping and sliding now coming off the corner.
Yes, it is. That car is not handling the way it was earlier in the race.
As a matter of fact, Rusty's driving so defensive right now that Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin are going to catch him as well.
Yeah, they are.
They'll be there before it's over.
They are catching up to them. They were about 3 seconds behind. They cut it down to less than 2.
And there's still 9 laps to go.
And they're going to come up on heavy traffic here again in a moment. Terry Labonte looked on the inside of his teammate. Terry might have the fastest car right now if he can get by his teammate.
And he looks on the inside. Here goes Labonte. Ooh, Jeff slams the door. Can't quite get by.
And Rusty's loving that because he's able to pull away by 3 car lengths when they've made that little move.
And remember, both those guys, Labonte and Gordon, will be on shop talk in about 3 or 4 minutes. About 2 minutes of the checkered flag falls. Top of the hour, 118,000 people on their feet here at Bristol Motor Speedway. 6 laps remain.
All of a sudden, Jeff Gordon not able to get off the corner like he was a few laps ago, Ned.
Those tires have been on there now for almost 100 laps, so they're all getting a little bit squirrely out there as they head off the turns. And boy, Rusty Wallace doing a great job of protecting that inside line.
There's Ray Evernham, the crew chief, team manager for Jeff Gordon, watching intently as his driver tries to take the lead.
There's Robin Pemberton, the crew chief for the Penske Racing South machine, the Miller Racing Ford of Rusty Wallace.
And while they're doing that, you mentioned a moment ago that Dale Jarrett and Mark Martin is catching them. They're moving in ever so close, but I don't think they're going to be able to move in close enough to do anything with just a few laps to go.
Traffic right in front of them. 3 to go this time by.
And Labonte looks on the inside of Gordon. Tries, can't quite do it.
Actually, that was 2 to go, so they will wave the white flag on Rusty Wallace. 0.533 miles away from win number 2 in 1997.
And heavy traffic right in front of these cars. I don't know if it's going to play into anybody's hand. Gordon takes a look again. Rusty comes down, slams the door. Gordon on ahead. Here comes Jeff Gordon to take the lead.
Gordon takes the lead. Rusty slips. Jeff Gordon will win at Bristol, Tennessee. Wallace second, Labonte third.
Look at Evernham. He is. Look at him, man.
Wow. Ray Evernham is ecstatic. Unbelievable. Less than a quarter of a mile from the finish. Rusty gets high, slips the car. Let's go down to Ray Dunlap.
Ray Evernham, how can that possibly happen out there?
I don't know. I'm going to have to watch it. I have no idea. I watched the crowd, and they all stood up. I really thought Terry had us, and he come over there, and I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, you got to thank God. I mean, that's the way that stuff happens. I don't know, but thanks to DuPont, Quaker State, Pepsi, everybody to help us out. I want to say hello to Rick and Linda. Boss, I hope that didn't hurt your heart. It hurt mine.
Man, 2 teammates up there fighting for the lead, and Gordon pulls it off.
All right, here's the replay of that final lap.
Okay, they're going to turn 3. Rusty gets down on the inside. His car slips a little bit there. Gordon comes up underneath him, takes the lead, and runs away. Rusty still wobbly as he comes off the turn. Here comes Terry Labonte. Almost gets by him at start-finish line, but couldn't quite make the pass.
I think...
Did they make contact?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if Rusty might have touched the apron with the left front or there was some contact back there. I really can't tell. They tell me that if you touch the apron with the left front, it really kicks the back end out, something that some of the drivers were concerned about.
Maybe 3.5 feet at best, the separation between the 2 and the 5. A reaction over in the Gordon pit. Is Ray Evernham happy or what? Yeah, they... And there's a big smile on the young man who has won his 3rd straight Food City 500.
Yeah.
Let's go down to our McDonald's winner circle and hear from Jeff Gordon. Bill?
Jeff Gordon, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's 3 wins in a row at this race. Tell me about the last lap.
Well, that certainly was interesting because not only was I trying to get by Terry or
Rusty's.
Rusty, I mean, he was tough all day. I knew he was going to be the guy to beat, but I was trying to get by him, but then I had to worry about Terry. And, you know, that set of tires wasn't as good as the time before. I was a little bit tight, and then I'd get loose. But I tell you what, I got to thank these guys on this DuPont Chevrolet. They did an awesome job today in the pits and gave me a great race car. And, you know, it was pretty tight down there. I mean, that's what Bristol's all about. You get down to the closing lap at Bristol, and it's any man for himself. I've seen it done many times.
Were you concerned on that last set of tires that your car was not going to come around to you?
It really didn't. It never really came as good as it was earlier, but it was still good enough to catch Rusty, and that's all I needed.
Well, congratulations. That's a great win for you. And Ray had said late in the race that his money was on you.
Well, he better put his money on me, but that doesn't mean it's going to be guaranteed every time. But I put my money on him, and I tell you what, these guys have been great. Really proud of this one today.
That's Jeff Gordon in victory lane to John Kernan with Rusty Wallace.
Rusty Wallace is over by the gas pumps now to second place finish. And Rusty, what a wild finish. What happened there? How did he get around you?
Just a lap car down there in turn 1 and 2 with the last lap. Checker flags waving, or white flags waving, and the 23 car was on the bottom of the track there, and we all had to go around the outside of him. When that happened, it let him get up on my rear end, and he get close to me. Then I got down to turn 3 and got one of those little love taps, and I got up the racetrack a little bit and got second. That's about it.
Well, it was still a good run for Rusty Wallace, finishing second place today.